Woody, I watched
So, go ahead.
the longest. I believe it was the longest State of the Union speech of all time. I sat there for almost 2 hours and I watched
record breaking, best ever.
Oh my, longest ever. I watched that whole freaking thing, thinking that there was going to be some outbursts. That's what I'm there for, because I know he's not going to tell the truth about much, and he's just gonna. But there was like 3 minutes of excitement in 2 hours. I really felt that black man who waved his cane at the president last year. I don't know where that representative's from, but he's awesome. He had the cane, but he also had a sign that said "Black people aren't apes." They immediately shut that down and like drug him out. That was
dragged.
Dragged.
Yeah. Dude, you've corrected so many things on me. You got it coming.
I appreciate it.
I'm sorry. I thought I read the room wrong. My apologies.
No, I'm repeating it to like cement it into my brain a little bit. Dragged.
Okay.
It was dragged from the premises.
Yeah. Yeah. In reference to the Trump tweeted a video where at the very end they put Obama's faces on ape heads or something. Vibes pretty racist.
Yeah. We saw that.
Yeah. Yeah. And outside of that, like I don't know. I was watching his speech. I didn't watch as much of it as you. You watched it all. But I'm like, I don't even feel like I'm getting better informed. He just says shit. He has no obligation to stay in reality. He just says things.
Yeah, and he had some good moments though. Like you can tell that man was a reality TV star because it's not just a speech; it's a performance. Every now and then they take a break and they're like, look at that guy up there. He's a hero." Like they gave that guy the Medal of Honor who flew the helicopter after getting shot multiple times in the Venezuela raid. He looks like John Cena or something, and he looked like a fucking killer. His eyes are so dark. He didn't. As a military man, I don't understand that what you're feeling as that guy on that stage. It like I couldn't tell if he was not happy to be there or like really proud to be there. He just had dead eyes. Real scary looking guy. He gets the Medal of Honor.
Like a doll's eyes.
Like a doll's eyes. They just roll over white. And he was there. He got his Medal of Honor. And I think there was a 100-year-old veteran. They recognized him. That poor old fucker kept trying to stand every time with everybody else. And it's like, dude, just sit. Just stay right there. Like
you get a pass. It's cool.
You've got like 18 more stand-ups in you. Like don't blow them all here. You'll be dead before you get out of this building. And the first lady, and everybody like fucking for Melania for some reason. I don't know why we're applauding her. I don't know what she's done for anybody.
It's the State of the Union. It's all fucking political theater, dog and pony show bullshit.
It was an hour and 45 minutes of my life wasted. I regretted watching it so much. I was multitasking when I did it. I'll just like transition to this now because I that's all there is interesting about the State of the Union. I've been watching this YouTube. Go ahead.
Were there any policy? Like a lot of times they talk about the policies that are important to them going forward or like little bits of plan, but I didn't hear anything.
I didn't
hear about anything.
There was a lot of vagary.
One of my Trump criticisms. I hear Destiny say this a lot, but he's like, have you ever heard Trump talk coherently in detail about any policy ever? Even the ones that are near and dear to him. He doesn't have any details. And I just feel like he can't do that job as well as we want him to if he
doesn't deal in facts.
Such an empty vessel.
He doesn't deal in facts. He deals in feelings and vibes and vagaries, and that's those are much easier things to sell and to like promote because they're often left up for interpretation. So 5 guys who have different ideas about the world and different ideas about what they want to happen will hear him say one thing and take 5 different like vibes from it, and then all of them are happy because he didn't nail down and solidify a fact. We're going to do X amount and Y amount in this amount of time, and it's happening here and there. Like there's none of that. It's just like, we're going to be so great. We're going to win so much.
He's talked that way ever since the very beginning.
Sure, yeah, it works. I'm glad it'll be over soon. Who do you want the next president to be? What do you want your next president to be like? Like I almost don't care if it's a Republican or Democrat anymore. I'm more interested in someone who's like a smart person with facts who has.
I'm glad you said that.
Who is not morally reprehensible. I was
going to say coherent and informed, right? Like that's what we've been thirsting for.
I want someone morally good. Like they don't, you know what I mean? I literally want someone who I'm like, I trust that guy with my kids. I trust that guy with my wallet if I weren't looking.
Bad news, Kyle. Politicians run for president.
That's
but don't normalize that. Like there's politicians who have a lot of room for moral improvement, and then there's literal fucking rapists and pedophiles. Like it's another level when we're talking about Trump.
Yeah, it's wild.
And then they showed up at the State of the Union, and they're wearing the red hats, right? Well, now
were they? I didn't even.
Am I wrong about that? Let me see.
They were wearing the red hats. I saw.
I didn't. Yeah. I didn't clock
so
that.
Now you're on team pedophile. You can't wear the MAGA hat without being okay with children. Like we all know this now, right? Where if you wear a MAGA hat, you don't find children and grown women, for what it's worth, to be much of a deal breaker. If you're a MAGA guy, you're also a little bit guardians of pedophile in there. So it's like you can't show up and wear the MAGA hat without having the consequences of being pro-child. That's where we are now. There's no doubt. Anyone who was buying this shit 5 years ago when you thought it was Clinton, there's 1,000 times more evidence with Trump. So these guys have now saying, the USA one I'm good with, but the MAGA hat, you're pro-child. You can't wear that and not be okay with children like Donald Trump is.
It's possible that those guys practicing a lot and they hadn't been following the files. They're also in they're in their early 20s or whatever. I don't know. What I will say is I wouldn't wear the hat. I would do everything that they did up to wearing the hat. I really wouldn't wear that fucking hat. I really wouldn't. I would absolutely go. I would want to, dude. I'm going to go to the Oval Office. I'm going to tell Taylor's grandchildren about this someday. I'm going to I was there in the Oval Office. That would be something I held on for life. I was like, I've actually been in the Oval Office, much smaller than you'd think. That would be how many movies have you watched where there's an Oval Office there? What if you're going to be the only guy in almost every room you're ever in who's actually been in the Oval Office, who's touched the Resolute
where I can't find the door.
Yeah, been in a lot of rectangular rooms. Been in a lot of rectangular rooms.
I would absolutely go. State of the Union. Oh my God, millions of Americans are going to see us there. That's awesome. I would love to be honored in front of all of Congress and the Joint Chiefs of Staff and half of the Supreme Court and at least a quarter of America, like them giving me my props for winning us a gold medal. Absolutely would go to that, but I couldn't put that hat on.
The hockey players from Minnesota stayed home.